Today on Ridge Roamer, a quick recap of the new Triumph TF250E Enduro bike and my plans for this, my personal one. So this is the all-new Triumph TF250E, which is the competition enduro version of their motocross bikes. So I got a 250 and a 450 there. The enduro version, first glance, obviously you notice the headlight. There's a kickstand. You go to a 6-speed transmission instead of a 5-speed. You've got more fuel capacity, larger gas tank, and it's a clear tank instead of a black tank, so you can see how much you've got at all times. You've got the hand guards, switch to a heavier crank in there, just kind of keep the internals rotating with a little bit more momentum there, and make sure that you're going to be able to have the oomph to get over some of the tighter, more technical terrain. Other changes, you go to a 21-18 combo for wheels and tires. Just overall setup for that enduro style riding. You can see brake light back here. Now, one of the things that I think is super cool on Triumph's competition enduro bike is, even though they badge it as a competition enduro bike, when you look up front here, it already has high beam, low beam, horn, and turn signal switch. Now, the high beam, low beam does work. The horn does work. There is a horn on here. Turn signals are just a switch. There is no signal. However, there are spots to mount turn signals, at least on the front. We'll have to figure out the rear here, but that shouldn't be too difficult. Now, I point that out because my plan is to make this bike street legal. Here in Tennessee, it's fairly easy to get a dirt bike registered street legal. Just have to have, the proper equipment, being mirrors, headlight, taillight, brake light, horn, turn signals. Actually, turn signals are even optional because you can use hand signals. But looking at the display in here, they've got a speedometer, they've got miles, you've got trip meters, you do have an hour meter with hour trips as well, and then back to your odometer. So very basic display, but a lot of good info, especially if we're going to be making this one street legal. And you've got buttons here for launch control, quick shifter, traction control, and ride modes. Stock ride modes, you get 2, and that will allow you to detune if you want for a little better traction. Another one of the things we'll be doing initially is it's got the quick stand auto spring on there. I'm going to be getting rid of that. It's a super lightweight bike, 250 some pounds. I'll have to pull up the specs again, but I'll put them on the screen. Super lightweight bike, so it's pretty easy for that kickstand to come up. Suspension's incredible, KYB front and rear. You've got 12 inches of travel roughly, front and rear, a little bit more on one end than the other. You've got Brembo brakes, so they go all out. Gelfers, Brembos, DID wheels, absolutely incredible setup. The levers are all Brembo as well. Pro taper bars, they just don't skimp. Of course, it's liquid cooled, fuel injected, making about 40 horsepower, a little over 20 foot-pounds of torque. They're running the Michelin Enduro mediums. That's what's on here stock. Again, 140, 80, 18 on the rear, and then the front is a 21-inch It's a 90-90-21. Beautifully machined hubs. Comes standard with the fork protectors. I think I'll probably be putting on the disc guard as well. Got very nice, there's your horn tucked in there. Very nice pegs. All the linkage, everything just seems top notch. The frame is beautiful. Plastics in that black and white with the high vis accents. Not overboard on the high vis accents, just enough to give it a little bit of flair. The gripper seat cover. Like I said, that clear tank so you can see where your fuel level's at. Fully adjustable suspension, of course. We've got a mount back here, so we'll get a license plate mounted up. They give you nice finger grips here on both sides for moving the bike around. So I'm very excited. I hope you will subscribe and stay tuned for my build on this. We'll be doing a lot of off-road riding, but I'm also going to get SUPERMOTO wheels and tires set up on this once we get it registered street legal. And I'll be going over all my mounting brackets, my turn signals, the SUPERMOTO conversion. So hope you all have a great day. Thank you for joining me. Ride safe, roam more.